begins in February 44 BC. Julius Caesar has just re-entered Rome in triumph after his victory over the sons of his old enemy Pompey the Great. A spontaneous celebration has interrupted and been broken up by Flavius and Marullus, two political enemies of Caesar.
Calpurnia.
Quiet! Caesar's talking!
Calpurnia.
I'm here, my lord.
Stand right in Antonius's path when he runs the race. Antonius.
Yes, Caesar.
Antonius, after you take off, don't forget to touch Calpurnia, because our wise elders say that if you touch an infertile woman during this holy race, she'll be freed from the curse of sterility.
I'll remember. When Caesar says do this, it's done.
Continue then. Don't forget to perform all of the rituals.
Caesar!
Who is calling me?
Quiet! Everyone! Quiet!
Who in the crowd is calling me? I hear a voice more piercing than the music of these trumpets calling Caesar. Speak, Caesar is listening.
Beware the Ides of March.
Who's that?
A soothsayer tells you to beware of Ides of March.
Bring him in front of me. Let me see his face.
You, fellow, step out of the crowd. This is Caesar you're looking at.
What do you have to say to me now? Speak once again.
Beware the Ides of March.
He's a dreamer. Let's leave him. Let's move.
Caesar appears, attended by a train of friends and supporters, and is warned by a soothsayer to beware the Ides of March. But he ignores the warning and leaves for the games and races, marking the celebration of the Feast of Lupercal. On the streets of Rome, before the Ides of March, thunder, lightning, and other omens take place. Casca and Cassius meet. Casca fears that some unknown evil is about to take place. Cassius tells Casca that there is a plot to overthrow Caesar and invites him to take part in the conspiracy.
They say that senators plan to establish Caesar as a king tomorrow, and he will wear his crown and feed your land everywhere except here in Italy. I know where I'll wear this dagger then. Cassius from bondage will deliver Cassius. In suicide, God makes the weak strong. In suicide, God allows tyrants to be defeated. No stony tower, no brass walls, no airless dungeon, no iron chain can contain a strong mind. But if a man becomes weary of these obstacles, he can always kill himself. Let everyone beware. I can shake off the tyranny that now oppresses me whenever I choose. So can I. In fact, every imprisoned man holds in his own hand the tool to free himself. How can Caesar be a tyrant then? Poor man. I know he wouldn't be a wolf if Romans didn't act like sheep. He couldn't be a lion if Romans weren't such easy prey. People who want to start a big fire quickly start with little twigs. Rome becomes complete trash, nothing but rubbish and garbage when it works up to light up the ambitions of someone as worthless as Caesar. Oh no, what I have said in my grief. I might be talking to someone who wants to be a slave in which case I'll be held accountable for my words. But I'm armed and I don't care about danger. You are talking to Casca, not to some smiling two-faced tattletale. Say no more. Shake my hand if you are joining together to right these wrongs. I'll go as far as any one of you. That's the deal. Now let me tell you, Casca, I have already convinced some of the noblest Romans in this honorable but dangerous mission.
Cinna joins Casca and Cassius and is very happy to see Casca taking part in their conspiracy.
I'm glad Casca is with us. What a fearful night this is. 2 or 3 of us have seen strange things. Are the others waiting? Tell me. Yes, they are. Oh, Cassius, if you could only convince Brutus to join us.
When Brutus is alone, Portia joins him, showing her love and concern for him.
Brutus, my lord.
Portia, what are you doing awake? It is not good for your health to expose your weak body to the raw, cold morning.
It's not good for your health either. You rudely snuck out of bed, and last night at dinner, you got up abruptly and paced back and forth with your arms crossed, brooding and sighing. And when I asked you what was the matter, you gave me a dirty look. I asked you again, and you scratched your head and stamped your foot impatiently. I still insisted on knowing what the matter was, but you wouldn't answer me, instead giving me an angry wave of your hand and telling me to leave you alone. So I left, afraid of the further provoking anger that was already inflamed, but still hoping this was merely moodiness, which everyone is affected by once in a while. Your strange mood won't let you eat or talk or sleep. If it had changed your outward appearance as much as it has affected you on the inside, I wouldn't even be able to recognize you. Brutus, my dear lord, tell me what's bothering you.
The only way is to kill Caesar. I have no personal reason to strike at him, only the best interest of the people. He wants to be crowned. The question is, how will being king change him? Evil can come from good, just as poisonous snakes tend to come out into open on bright sunny days. Which means we have to walk carefully. If we crown him, I have to admit, we will be giving him the power to do damage.
Supernatural elements play an important role to Calpurnia. She tries to persuade Caesar not to go out, but Caesar interprets Calpurnia's reasons in a flattering manner, finally allows himself to be escorted to the Senate by the conspirators.
What are you doing, Caesar? Are you planning to go out? You are not leaving the house today.
I will go out. The things that threaten me have only seen my back. When they see the face of Caesar, they vanish.
Caesar, I never believed in omens.
But now they frighten me. A servant told me the night watchman saw horrid sights too, but different ones from what we heard or saw. A lioness gave birth in the streets, and graves cracked open and thrust out their dead. Fierce, fiery warriors fought in the clouds, in the usual formation of war, ranks and squadrons, until the clouds drizzled the blood onto the Capitol. The noise of battle filled the air, and horses neighed, and dying men groaned, and ghosts shrieked and squealed in the streets. Oh, Caesar! These things are beyond anything we have seen before, and I am afraid.
How can we avoid what the God wants to happen? But I will go out, for these bad omens apply to the world in general as much as they do to me.
When beggars die, there are no comets in the sky. The heaven only announces the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The brave experience death only once. Of all the strange things that I've ever heard, it seems most strange to me that men fear death, given that death, which can't be avoided, will come whenever it wants.
Artemidorus, a common citizen, reads a letter that he has written to warn Caesar of the conspiracy against his life. Through Artemidorus, another side of Caesar's personality is reflected. The conspirators presented Caesar as a potential danger to the Republic, but Artemidorus shows admiration for him and depicts the conspirators as usurpers.
The Ides of March have come.
Yes, Caesar, but it's not gone yet.
Hail Caesar! Read the schedule. Trebonius wants you to look over his humble petition at your leisure. Oh, Caesar, read mine first, for my petition affects you more directly.
Whatever pertains to myself, I'll deal with last.
Don't delay, Caesar. Read it instantly.
What? Is the man insane?
Stand aside, you.
What? Are you pressing your petition on the street? Go to the Capitol.
Caesar enters the Capitol with pomp and show. He ignores the warnings given by the soothsayer and Artemidorus. The conspirators crowd around Caesar in support of a petition presented by Metellus' symbol. Caesar shows his arrogance and refuses to change his decision. At this juncture, Casca stabs the other conspirators following suit, and Caesar falls and dies.
I hope your endeavor goes well today.
What endeavor, Populus?
Good luck.
What did Populus Lena say?
He wished that our endeavor goes well today. I'm afraid we've been found out.
Look, he's approaching Caesar. Keep an eye on him.
Kafka, be quick, because we are worried we might be stopped. Brutus, what we will do if our secret's known? Either Caesar or I will die, for I will kill myself.
Cassius, stand firm. Populus Lena was not talking about our plot. For look, he's smiling, and Caesar's expression is the same.
Trebonius knows his cue. See, Brutus, he's pulling Mark Antony aside.
Where's Metellus' symbol? He should go up and offer his petition to Caesar now.
They are speaking to him. Go up there and second his petition.
Casca, you will be the first to raise your hand.
Are you all ready? What problem should I discuss with you first?
Most high, most mighty, and most powerful Caesar, Metellus Simba kneels before you with a humble heart.
I have to stop you, Simba. These kneelings and humble courtesies might excite ordinary men, flattering them into turning Roman law into children's games. But don't be so foolish as to think you can sway me from what's right by using the tactics that persuade fools. I mean, this flattery, low bows, puppy-like fawning. Your brother has been banished by decree. If you kneel and beg and flatter for him, I'll kick you out of my way like I would a dog. Know that I'm not unjust and will not grant him pardon without reason.
Is there no voice worthier than my own appeal to Caesar to repeal the order that my brother be banished?
I kiss your hand, but not in flattery, Caesar. I ask you to repeal Publius Simba's banishment immediately.
What? Even you, Brutus?
Pardon him, Caesar. I beg you. I fall to your feet to beg you to restore Publius Simba.
I could be convinced if I were like you. If I could beg others to change their minds, begging would convince me too. But I'm as immovable as the northern star, whose stable and stationary quality has no equal in the sky. The sky shows countless stars. They are all made of fire and each one shines. But only one among all of them remains in a fixed position. So it is on earth. The world is full of men, and men are flesh and blood, and they are capable of reason. Yet, out of all of them, I know only one who is unassailable, who never moves from his position. To show you that, that's me. Let me prove it a little, even in this case. I was firm in ordering that Simba be banished, and I remain firm in that decision.
Oh, Caesar.
Enough! Would you try to lift Mount Olympus?
Great Caesar!
Haven't I even resisted Brutus, begging from his knees?
Hands, feet for me!
E tu, Brute? Then fall, Caesar.
Liberty, freedom, tyranny is dead. Run and proclaim it in the streets.
Some should go to the public platforms and cry out, liberty, freedom, and democracy.
People and senators, don't be afraid. Don't run away. Stay where you are. Only Caesar had to die for his ambition.
Go to the platform, Brutus.
Where's Publius?
Here, he is completely stunned by this mutiny.
Stand close together in case someone loyal to Caesar tries to.
Don't talk about standing together. Publius, cheer up. We don't intend any harm to you, nor to anyone else. Tell them this, Publius.
Unbelievers, Publius, in case the people storming us may harm you.
Do so and let no one suffer for this deed except us, the perpetrators.
He ran to his house, stunned. Men, wives, and children stared, cry out, and run in the streets as though it were doomsday.
We will soon find out what fate has in store for us. All we know is that we will die sometime, which is all anyone ever knows. Though we try to draw out our days for as long as possible.
Why? The man who shortens his life by 20 years cuts off 20 years worrying about him.
So then, death is a gift, and we all are Caesar's friend, for we have done him a service by shortening his time spent fearing death. Kneel, Romans, kneel, and let's wash our hands up to the elbows in Caesar's blood and smear it on our sword. Then we will go out even to the marketplace and waving our bloody swords over our heads. Let's cry peace, freedom, and liberty.
Mark Antony makes his peace with the conspirators, and Brutus gives him permission to deliver a funeral oration to Caesar.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I've come here to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do is remembered after their deaths, but the good is often buried with them. It might as well be the same with Caesar. The noble Brutus told you that Caesar was ambitious? If that's true, it's a serious fault. And Caesar has paid seriously for it. With the permission of Brutus and the others, for Brutus is an honorable man. They all are honorable men. I've come here to speak at Caesar's funeral. He was my friend. He was faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. He brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms brought wealth to the city. Is this the work of an ambitious man? When poor cried, Caesar cried too. Ambition shouldn't be so soft. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all saw that on Lupercal feast day I offered him a king's crown 3 times, and he refused it 3 times. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And no question, Brutus is an honorable man. I'm not here to disprove what Brutus has said, but to say what I know. You all loved him once, and not without reason. Then what reason holds you back from warning him now? Men have become brutish beasts and lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin, there with Caesar, and I must pause until it returns to me.